Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ebony. I am a digital nomad currently house sitting wherever I can. Right now I am in the city of Queretaro in Mexico. I am not house sitting, but I am leaving my options open. We are here on, I guess, what would be considered a mini vacation of sorts, or just like a mini, I don't know, I don't know what to call it, but we doing what we want to do, basically, pretty much. We are here living a slow life, but I think what I'm going to do is a diary while I'm here, because as I explore, I want to come back and update you guys. This is day one, so what I'm going to do is head out to they have an HEB. They have an HEB in Austin, Texas, which is where I lived for 4 years. But I said, that seems familiar. That should be like a good jumping off point for me to kind of familiarize myself with the city, go grocery shopping. So that's what we're going to do today. I was going to try to hit a Walmart at the same time, but I think I'm going to save Walmart for tomorrow. But definitely we are going to HEB. So first impressions of the city. I love it here. Like literally, as we were driving in the Uber coming from the bus station, because we took the bus from Mexico City to Querétaro. As we were driving in, like I just knew, like looking at the architecture, looking at just different things in the city, I just had that feeling like this might be the one. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if my initial gut reaction was true, was legit. But anyway, let's go ahead and head to HEB. Hey guys, so this is the Airbnb that I'm staying in. It's called the El Doce. It's sort of like a hotel. It's fairly large property. This is the courtyard area. They even have an on-site restaurant that was really nice. The food was really good. So I hopped into a Uber and I headed on over to HEB. I want to say that it was about a 10 to 12 minute drive, but once we got here into this area, which is El Refugio, it was very nice. So coming into HEB, I noticed that I did recognize a lot of products from the States. So that was nice, just knowing that I could purchase some things that we were familiar with, because, you know, we're still adjusting. And although I would much rather purchase from the Mercados, HEB did just great. So heading back to the Airbnb, the line inside of HEB was decent. It wasn't bad at all. And we actually got back to my Airbnb a lot quicker than it took for us to get here because traffic was flowing. So I didn't want to go to HEB on the first day, so I decided to go on not HEB, Walmart. I decided to go on day 2. This Walmart, I have to say, in every Walmart that I've been in while I've been here in Querétaro, has been super clean, super organized, like no matter the time of day. It is always clean and organized. United States, you won't notice, because why do y'all Walmarts look like they do? These Walmarts were really nice. And then they had KFC and Krispy Kreme. So I decided to take a field trip to Cerveceria Hercules, which is a brewery. And so I walked through the town to get there. The Uber dropped me off a little outside of the location. I walked inside and it was beautiful. The layout was fantastic. Lots of green spaces. They even had a spot where they were making fresh churros. So this is definitely a great place to visit if you are looking for good food and some good ambiance and aesthetic. And here I ordered the tortilla soup, authentic Mexican tortilla soup. So once I got back to my Airbnb, I decided to kind of check out the area near where we were staying, and I saw that they had a Pilates studio here, so I just came over and walked really quick. I saw the shopping center wasn't that big, and The stores on the bottom were pretty much more like professional type of stores. It was a furniture store, and then there was also a real estate business. I went up to the second floor. There was a Korean grill, and then there's also the Pilates studio up here on the second floor. And then as you look out over the balcony, you can see the amphitheater. Day 3, I was like, let me be adventurous and let me go down to the actual historic center of Queretaro. And so that's what I did. I decided to come down and check out some of the historical buildings and just walk around, get the full experience, immerse myself in the culture with the people. This was on a weekday, and it was still a nice amount of people out walking, relaxing, spending some family time. And so I really enjoyed myself. I met up with a friend at a coffee shop here in Central Historical called Black Coffee, and the cafe was really cute. The guy that worked here thought that I had been stood up, so he offered me a free drink, which was really nice. But all in all, we had a really good time. My friend did show up. We had a really good time, and we enjoyed ourselves. Today I was on my own, and I decided to go on over to a park called Queretaras Park, which is located, if I'm not mistaken, well, not too far, maybe about 10 or 15 minutes from the historic center. And this park was beautiful. It was super green. People were here exercising, riding their bikes, and just really enjoying themselves. Again, it was the middle of the day, and people were out and just having a good time. So I met up with a friend to have breakfast at this cafe called Santa Fortuna. Beautiful. Like, I love the cafes in Queretaro because they really bring the outdoors in. Like, I really appreciate that. It just makes you always feel like you are connected to nature. And so we came here, we had a delicious breakfast that was super affordable. We left there, and then we came to this little organic shop where you can get all kinds of gluten-free and vegan snacks, and you can buy fragrance-free products. Really, really cute and really nice and affordable. So this time I wanted to check out the more modern areas, I guess, of Queretaro. And so I came to Paseo Queretaro, which is one of their shopping malls. And this shopping mall has so many stores, lots of familiar stores. I came here to Sephora to get an eyebrow pencil, but there were just a lot of nice stores here. And this isn't even the nicest mall in Queretaro. They have a mall called Antia, which is really nice. But today I want to check out Paseo Queretaro. They also have a Cinepolis here, which is a movie theater. And I just want to get an idea, get a feel for it, get the vibes. I came early on a Saturday morning, so it was definitely not a lot of people yet, but as I was leaving, I saw that people were beginning to come to the mall and start their shopping. Lots of American restaurants here as well. So today we are checking out the chocolate festival here in Queretaro in Centro Historico, and there were just so many amazing products. It wasn't just chocolate, like they were selling everything. And so we really enjoyed ourselves here. I bought some citrus honey that was super bomb. Also bought some honey chapstick that I am obsessed with. But it was just overall really nice, not too crowded. It was a nice flow. This is my week 1 Queretaro wrap up. So far I am loving the city. As you guys know, if you've been following my vlogs, I've been to Puerto Vallarta, I've been to Mexico City, and by far Queretaro is my favorite city. It is just has so much character, so much personality. You have your historic parts, you have your magical cities, you have your modern areas, and I love that. Now, the one thing that I do not like is that it does take a long time to get to places. If you're going after afternoon, you're gonna be sitting in traffic if you're trying to get to other parts of Queretaro. So that probably was the only downfall when I wanted to visit different parts of the city. That's pretty much the only negative that I have to say about being here, because other than that, everything's been great. Our Airbnb, when we first got here, for me, looking at, coming from the United States, like I thought the Airbnbs were priced great, but then after getting here and being here for a few weeks and talking to friends who actually live here, I realized that I was paying an excessive amount of money. And so I decided to rent an Airbnb a little bit further away from the touristy areas. And so that's where I am now, and it's much nicer and way cheaper. I am paying at least $500 less than what I was paying at the Airbnb that was closer to, the main attractions, I guess. That was more central. So I'm super excited about that, but I love the little neighborhood that we're in. It's a Mexican neighborhood, and it has everything that you can possibly think of. So it makes it very easy, very walkable to get from point A to point B and do what you need to do. The other thing that I'm obsessed with, since I've been just in Mexico in general, are the cafes. Like, I am obsessed with Mexico's cafes. They're always beautiful, always giving aesthetic. Always. And so you can go to a cafe in the middle of the day and it's gonna be filled with people, because here the work-life balance is a little bit different. People will stop in the mornings and they will sit out and have breakfast. Like, it's definitely not how Americans eat their breakfast in the car to go to work. So I appreciate that. And even though there are some cafes that I really want to go to, and every time there's been a line, and so I've decided not to go, like, I still appreciate the fact that people are out and living their lives, because that's what I'm trying to do. But the cafes are beautiful. They're always bringing the outdoors inside and just giving you that feel like you're connected to nature. So yeah, I really enjoy that about being here in Mexico. All in all, I love it here, and honestly, I can see myself living here long term. So I reached out to a friend that I met here who got her temporary residency last month. So she started her process in, I forget, I want to say, not in maybe it was Chicago. She started her process in Chicago, and then she came here and she was working with an immigration specialist who helped her basically get her temporary residency, which basically is you proving that you make enough money to be in the country. I forget what that amount is, but I know that they did change the rules for 2023, or not the rules, but they changed the limits for 2023. So she got her temporary residency, and she's now helping me to do the same thing so that we can get temporary residency here in Queretaro. So y'all stay tuned for that. Me and my daughters will still be traveling. We're still going to be going to some other places, because I want to go to Medellin, Colombia. I want to go to Bermuda. I want to go to Guadalajara. I want to go to Ecuador. Like, there are just a lot of places that I still want to go to. Meanwhile, I will be vlogging while I'm here in Queretaro and anywhere else I decide to go. If you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Until then, I will see y'all in the next vlog.